There's the whistle, and here we go.
Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. He's shifting through the gears here. Merino.
Played out to the right.
Yamal.
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Pedri. Nico Williams. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. The less said about that pass, the better. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team.
Pinches it off him.
And that has left him in a heap.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's certainly onside here. Mendes
Has it out wide and in space.
Mikel Merino.
Did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Cleared without hesitation.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
No way through, so back it comes. Has a shot! Always going over the top.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Laporte. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bernardo Silva.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, strongly challenged there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, split-second reaction.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. And that has been cleared. Passes short and sharp.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Bruno Fernandes clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices. Deal with the man or deal with the space.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Williams.
And here's and he's had a hit! And here's Morata. Yamal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Lamine Yamal brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Pedri.
Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And Mendes. Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. Morata. He has found a way through. Morata proves just a little bit too strong. Laporte gathers from the goal kick. Pedri. Bruno Fernandes. He shifted it to the flank. Foot in. The ball has bounced loose now. And we've reached half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Portugal head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we are already promptly back underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good ball. Vitinha! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Portugal have their second corner now. Spain are looking to go forward now. In with the challenge, and he's managed to get free. Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. It's Morata! João Cancelo. Merino. Plays it. Great hit! Oh, that is rather wayward. João Palhinha. Chooses to go cross-field. Bruno Fernandes being hunted in packs.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Some really good ball movement. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Bernardo Silva. Merino. Ah, now can they counter? Yamal. Bruno Fernandes. Raya can pick that up. Nico Williams.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
Merino. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, played right into his path. Yamal.
Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment.
Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Portugal merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Vitinha is onto it in a flash.
In with a header!
Mikel Merino finds himself offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And he's been shifted off it. A searching ball out wide. João Palhinha. Pedri. Pedri driving forwards. Quality ball. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Vitinha. João Felix.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal.
Joselu.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Diogo Jota. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So a brief breather and then extra time. Into extra time we go. Nelson Semedo. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the counter is on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, great chance! Pedri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. Lovely feet. Well, they've got it again. Bruno Fernandes. Jota. Goes looking wide. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. And he's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Always onto this. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Kubasi. To Laporte. Kubasi. Oscar Mingueza. Fabian Ruiz. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, it is starting to feel as though there is an inevitability about penalties here. You'd like to think that both teams still want to win it in the final 15 minutes. The question is, can the players go that far? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Zaragoza.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's away! Shota! They want to be quick to recover this. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Zaragoza providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's nice. Just eases him off the ball. Vitinha.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedro Neto.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's got space in the area. And he's straight offside. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oscar Mingueza. Ruben Diaz with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Pedri. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Fabian Ruiz. He's got the shot away! And that is it. There will be penalties.
Well, energy levels and stamina were great during extra time, and the emphasis was very much on trying to win it.
So after 2 long hours, it comes down to nerve, to technique under pressure, to penalties. Bruno Fernandes is first to take the long walk. And he puts them one up.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Joselu next in line, and here he is. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Portugal with this chance to pull 2 clear. That's a good penalty. And the lead is 2. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
This to double their advantage. Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
The third man in the queue. Oh, he's missed it, he's hit the post.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
This to put them 2 up.
And that doubles their lead.
He must, but can he?
Saved it, and that's that.
So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Portugal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very...
It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And when these two meet, Jim, we know it is special.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments.
Great hit! He's delivered all right!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
There's the shot!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Laporte is there, and he can pick it up. Vitinha. Oh, no joy this time. Subimendi. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score.
Morata.
Rafael Leao. Here's Vitinha.
Bruno Fernandes.
Vitinha.
And the shot!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Pedri. Merino. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away.
Rafael Leao!
Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nuno Mendes. That'll be a throw-in. Good spot, he's seen the run. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cristiano Ronaldo. Some really good ball movement. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Morata. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Yamal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shapes to shoot. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Nico Williams. Nico Williams goes on a charge down the left. That's very neat. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rafael Leao! And that is wildly off target.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Merino. And that could set him on his way. Face to... It's Morata! It's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Bruno Fernandes. And he's cut it out. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. João Palhinha. And that's been won straight back. No, he's just misjudged that one. And it's been shipped out wide. Pau Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Rafael Leao succumbs to the pressure. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Portugal head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he gets rid in a hurry. Ruben Dias, bustling and very visible inside the box.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
Spain have the chance to go the other way. Williams, Pedro, chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He'll try to keep this alive. Bruno Fernandes. That's a shade optimistic. And it's Morata.
Spain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Morata. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for it! And that has been knocked clear. Rafael Leao goes steaming forward, floated through. Raya tries to clear. Oh, it's come loose.
Pretty robust defending.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Nuno Mendes.
Look, it's a run defences this.
He's had a shot! And again! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to belt it away. Zubimendi. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva receives it in a wide position. Picked out, can he finish? Oh, that was brilliantly defended. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. He stands tall and strong. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Zaragoza. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pedri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Goalkeeper's ball. Forwards and with intent. Looking for the run. It is a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And he's taking no chances there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's there to retrieve it. Fabian Ruiz. That's a nicely measured pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Spain need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nelson Semedo. Semedo got a long way forward to join the attack. Nelson Semedo. Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. Bruno Fernandes. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Here's Vitinha.
This is the time you need that pace.
So that's it, it is all over. Well, that was good, a terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure.
Bernardo Silva! And he's there to belt it away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Molina. And it's Messi. Palhinha goes on a charge down the left. And that should be the keeper's. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Rodrigo de Paul, is one of the very best when it comes to moving the ball into the final third, and the stats back that up. He's so good at breaking lines, he just seems to know instinctively the spaces he can exploit.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tagliafico. So it is still 0-0. McAllister. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Messi. And Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Played long and they could be in here. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes proves to... There's the shot! Martinez. Vitinha wins the duel this time. And here's Rafael Leao. He's looking for the runner here. Messi. Argentina are looking to break at pace. Bruno Fernandes. Martinez. Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? Vitinha to Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao gets into some space. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in here, and the shot! Goal! Portugal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Now that's well seen too. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Molina has it out wide and he rises! And that's going right the way across. Bernardo Silva is herring after that one. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Goes looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. Ruben Dias. And they've switched it over to the other side. And it's Cancelo. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Cleared without complication. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vitinha. Otamendi kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Messi. McAllister. Now it's Martinez. De Paul. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Portugal come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is At least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good.
Vamos dar as boas-vindas às duas equipas.
There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a throw. De Paul. Martinez. Alvarez. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Ball is over the line. Rafael Leao being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, he's seen an awful lot of the ball, and he's done some very good things with it. Until now, perhaps. He could well be stopped from here.
McAllister. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
McAllister. Spread neatly. Alvarez engages and forces him off the ball.
Argentina are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nuno Mendes. And João Palhinha. Vitinha.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Vitinha. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister.
Tagliafico really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. McAllister. Back into the middle. Hits one! That's a pretty loose pass. De Paul. Now the finish! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
De Paul simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Bernardo Silva.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. the great escape. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bruno Fernandes. Couldn't squeeze it through. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. And that has been cleared.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Vitinha.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Otamendi attempts a clearance. Montiel. And now the breakaway.
Compensação.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. De Paul. Rafael Leao. Vitinha. Played out towards the right wing. Vitinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Vão aparecer no ecrã. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Now it's Bernardo Silva. It's a throw-in. Paredes. To McAllister. And it's Dybala. Out of play for a throw. Ruben Dias. Nuno Mendes. Sends it crossfield. And he cuts out the supply. That's a shade optimistic. Bruno Fernandes. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found a way through. Rafael Leao. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Montiel with the clearance. Messi. And it's Dybala. Montiel. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Dybala. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery, the extra time reaches half-time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes, a truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? João Palhinha. Vitinha. Vitinha. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Já após 19 minutos de compensação, o jogador que veste o número 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substituição para Portugal. Número 17.
Portugal choosing to make the first change.
Número 19.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here.
5. Número 2.
Gonzalez. Keeper's ball. Romero is there and he can get that clear. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played back in.
Argentina need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Very much into the last knockings. Palacios. Messi. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar.
Otamendi.
Número 20.
Out to the left it goes.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Pedro Neto. Foot in. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Portugal really had a measure of control throughout and strengthened their grip on a victory as the game progressed.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Vitinha! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rafael Leao. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... Tries a shot! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. João Cancelo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And Mendes. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Alvarez. Martinez. And Martinez! Played towards the other side. Rafael Leao. Portugal are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he get onto this? João Palhinha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Romero gets good distance on it. João Palhinha. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Might be danger here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Argentina have it back and can go again. Vitinha takes control of it and he's on the move. Argentina applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Vitinha powering forward here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes hits one! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He is through here! It's a goal kick. Molina. Messi. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And no, that was never going to make it. Bruno Fernandes. That's good vision. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ruben Dias turns back here, probably the best option. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Otamendi. Romero. That's a smartly directed ball. And the counter is on. He's got away. Fiddles it through. Vitinha has it in a wide position. Vitinha! Molina attempts a clearance. Nuno Mendes. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to get it away. Bruno Fernandes tries to get it clear. Bruno Fernandes is the guilty party there. And the whistle goes for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So off we go once more. McAllister, and it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's neat. Palhinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rafael Leao. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Molina. Now Romero. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Martinez. João Cancelo spots it and intercepts. That's a throw. Nuno Mendes.
Portugal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is banging their favour.
And it's Cancelo. That is lovely. He is just caressing the ball.
João Cancelo really added the...
He rises! Well, that is remarkable.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Alvarez. Rafael Leao. Molina. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
De Paul. Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cristiano. Chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Fernandez. And Molina. Out for a throw. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Fernandez. Tagliafico. He's in plenty of space here. Keeper's dealt with that. That's good running with the ball. McAllister wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. He has found the way through. And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he can clear it away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice ball. Martinez! Goal! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Argentina give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 17. Número 10. Número 7. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Pedro Neto. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's been cut out, well played. Diogo Dalot. Otamendi. Gonzalez. Romero. And it's Messi. Messi tries making a foray down the right. Pass somewhat off target. João Palhinha. Oh, he's found support out wide. Martinez. Now it's Diogo Jota. João Neves. He's found a way through. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Portugal have their second corner now. Real chance! It's in! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Montiel. Molina. He's found a way through. João Cancelo with the clearance. Tries a header! And the keeper threw out a limb. Ruben Dias. Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Jota. Gonzalez. Martinez. It's Palacios. Martinez. João Palhinha. Jota. Molina gets a foot in here. Montiel. And here's Lautaro Martinez. McAllister. So that's it. It is all over. Portugal pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to...
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Good read, needed to be. France have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's a key interception. Chouameni. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Rafael Leao. Now, who's going to be first to this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bruno Fernandes. No way through. So what can they make of this? João Cancelo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Saliba, still goalless at the moment.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Camavinga, he's onside. Camavinga with a beautifully timed run. Saliba. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Saliba. It's Camavinga. That's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hernandez. Portugal leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out. 1-0 the score. And he's found a way past. That is good strength. And he was quick to react. Has a look and plays it forward. And now they can clear their lines. Hernandez. Out to the left it goes.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Kante gets a foot in here. Goes down, but nothing given. Stood up well to him there. João Palhinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It's their second corner of the game. Referee has just said play on. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Chouameni. Now it's Dembele. And he's been shifted off it. And they've switched it over to the other side. And here's Mbappe. Shot could be on. Oh, that was vital. And the first 45 minutes are up. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides. but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Portugal come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vitinha, João Palhinha, to Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha, to Bruno Fernandes. Cleared away. Bruno Fernandes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Camavinga, he's beaten the last man. Oh, good spread. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Bruno Fernandes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now the finish! Sticks it away! France are back on level terms. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nicely aimed pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, what a ball he's in here! Ah, it's a sweet ball, that.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He's through now. Bruno Fernandes! Goal! Portugal! Into the lead once more.
Portugal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Portugal go into the lead. Camavinga. João Palhinha. João Palhinha. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Bruno Fernandes. Here's Vitinha. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. João Palhinha.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Camavinga. Bernardo Silva.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Ruben Dias.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the
Rafael
ball.
Leao is onto it in a flash. Barcola looking to get on the end of this.
Barcola! Oh no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
France are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Thuram getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Olise. Mbappe.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Mbappe! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof!
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And that has been cleared. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Nuno Mendes. Now that looks a decent ball. No unnecessary risks. And we're done. Portugal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Your reflections then, Jim?
It was a very good game.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained. But
Mbappe! Oh, no question, that's a foul. Out to the left it goes. Defending of the desperate variety. Rafael Leao. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
the defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career.
Speculative strike. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
João Cancelo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Very nicely done. Ruben Dias. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva gets into... He's got tall! No, not the best of headers. Neither side yet able to find the net. Great defending, strong and determined. Chouameni. Mbappe. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
France clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Ruben Dias simply refused to be outdone there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Portugal have their second corner now. Saliba can get it clear. Vitinha. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. Barcola absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Rafael Leao, puts in a big header! Goal! Portugal!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe. João Palhinha proves too strong. Well-timed, excellent interception. Portugal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Rafael Leao chasing after it. João Palhinha. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Saliba. Half-time getting close now. Barcola. That looks a good ball through. Climbs up big! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
3 minutos de jogo. O camisa número 13.
Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played into space out wide. And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So it's back to business.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so...
Rafael Leao! No, that's been intercepted. Conte. Bruno Fernandes gets across and deals with it. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Portugal have their third corner. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Real chance! Conte. And it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Vitinha. And it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Barcola. Conte. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Koundé. Camavinga. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's a decent clearance. Conte. He's in plenty of space here. Out of play for a throw. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Koundé, Dembele, Camavinga. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Kante does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Barcola. It's a great ball. There's no flag. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
João Cancelo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Camavinga, good spot, he's seen the run. He rises! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Ruben Neves. Look at the space here. He's got the shot away! And that could come back to haunt them.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Ruben Neves. João Neves. Thinks one through. Oh, well played, well played. And it's slung out wide. Floated up and over.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And it's Ruben Neves. There's the hit! So close to drawing level.
When it needed something decisive, he showed too many mixed signals.
France making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Camavinga, who does have an assist to his name. Olise. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There will be 4 extra minutes. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Thuram. Oh, played right into his path. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Mendes getting this one clear. That'll be a throw-in. Tchouaméni. He's in a great position.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Tchouaméni. And it's Conte. Now it's Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Vitinha. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Terrific header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Lovely feet. Rafael Leao. Opts to play it back. They want to be quick to recover this. Camavinga. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time.
France clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
João Palhinha. Nuno Mendes. Kante did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Hernandez.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Barcola has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Punched away, quality ball. That's good running with the ball. Vitinha. And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. Saliba. Good running, strong and purposeful. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Can he latch on to this? Chouameni is there and he can pick it up. And it's Dembele. Nuno Mendes. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Portugal head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. And here's Dembele. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Camavinga. Barcola. João Cancelo simply refused to be outdone there. Camavinga. Conte. Tries to dink it through.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Vitinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Here's Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vitinha. Chipped through. Great hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Dembele. Referee's given a throw. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Número 23.
Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Número 14. Número 15.
Koundé. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. João Neves. And João Palhinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Konate. Conte. Out to the right. And that has been cut short.
Smoothly does it.
Nuno Mendes. And here's João Felix. Camavinga. João Neves. To Bruno Fernandes. He shifted it to the flank. João Felix. João Palhinha. Chance to shoot now. He's had a shot.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Vão dar os seus lugares a
Cleared away.
número 2. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Portugal merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Bruno Fernandes. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Well, there's the clearance. The muscular approach does pay off here. And no, that was never going to make it. Koundé. That'll be a throw. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Oh, this looks sharp. France have a free kick. Rabiot. Hernandez looking to hit the byline here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Kante really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Bruno Fernandes!
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. So hostilities have already resumed. Now it's Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Rabiot. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's whipped.
Chance for the header! Oh, what about that? And that's got to be it! That has got to be it!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first moment of real significance. Olise. Thuram. Pedro Neto, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Joao Felix. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Thuram. Now it's Guendouzi.
He's tried one!
And that could have brought them level.
That's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Now it's Rabiot. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone. 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is...
He's got the shot away!
Mbappe is flagged offside. And here's Thuram. João Neves. Taken back almost at once. Diogo Dalot. To Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes puts his foot on the gas. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Portugal still ahead by the game's only goal. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. João Neves touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Bruno Fernandes. Rabiot did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Oh, shooting chance! It's there! And this is getting better and better.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's shifting through the gears here.
It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net. Could that be it? The definitive final twist.
Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So that's it. It is all over. Portugal have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. João Felix picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Portugal really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.